Yo, what's up YouTube? I hope you guys can hear me loud and clear. Presently in an outdoor space, so I will try to speak as loud as possible, although I'm still avoiding to disturb the peace of people around me. So let's just quickly talk about this development that is about to unfold in the city of Lagos and in Nigeria at large, which is the removal of the subsidy. Yes, it is rumor currently going around town in the media that the government is planning to remove the subsidy. In case you don't know what the subsidy is, yes, the Nigerian system works like this when it comes to crude oil and petroleum. We refine the oil here in Nigeria, we pack it in the barrels and then ship it down to Europe for it to be refined and then shipped back to us as refined petroleum products. Where you have the petrol, the premium motor spirits, PMS, which Nigerians are widely and highly dependent on it to move their automobiles, to power their generator, and to go around transporting goods and services from one place to another. Yes, so there's rumor going on, and it's not, the rumor has element of truth because popular media and news agencies are carrying it. It's all over this internet space, it's all over the media that this subsidy will be removed possibly this year. And to be honest, that is not good news for the ride-sharing hustle, for the ride-sharing gig. It's really going to impact the ride-sharing industry because we practically depend so much on PMS to move around, to fuel our cars and to go from one place to another. So this is certainly going to affect the driving industry. It's going to be crazy. Like I'm thinking about it, that rideshare will be disrupted in terms of profitability. Already currently there's a lot of economic problem here and there. People are trying to downsize, people are trying to cut costs, and we're already seeing it even playing out on the ride sharing space. I see fresh people entering downfall lately. Like people were fresh. Let me say, so these guys, they be Uber riders before, or they be boat passengers, they be ride sharing passengers. Or they fly downfall because it's not like it's so expensive to move around with Uber and boat and the likes. But right now even food is so expensive, so people are trying to cut down costs, explore an alternative, and then many companies are coming up, offering ridiculous fare, and then all these riders are being segmented to patronize other ride sharing app that their prices are not exactly favorable to drivers. So with this removal of subsidy, it's going to be worse because certainly food is going to be very expensive when it's finally removed. Transportation is definitely going to go up, of course, because you can't expect Uber to keep charging what they're currently charging when the price of petrol will move from 185 now, what is currently is here in Lagos, to probably like 600 or 700 or 800 naira when the subsidy is removed. You're not expecting the same trip that costs for 5,000 naira, let's say from Ikeja to Victoria Island, let's say 6,000 to 5,000 naira. You can't expect it to cost that same amount when the subsidy is eventually removed. So this cost is going to go up for transportation. Of course, the cost of food is going to go up, and certainly people would prefer to cut excesses on transportation and then use the excesses to feeding bills than to use almost all their money to move around the city of Lagos or move around from point A to point B. So what is the solution for we drivers, for we rideshare gig workers? First, just like I've always preached that regardless of if you drive full-time or part-time, look for side hustles, to use to complement your ride sharing, so that when it eventually, or when it peradventure, we pray that doesn't happen, because a lot of people depend on this thing to feed. A lot of people depend on it for their daily expenses. But if anything happens, that ride share crumbles, you have another source of income, another thing you can fall on, so that you're not caught unaware and you're not caught having nothing at all to fall on. So you can invest on your knowledge. There's a lot of free training on different things that you can do that are on the internet, online, that you can leverage on. The other day I saw free solar panel installation, that's inverter, solar energy, which of course is going to skyrocket once this subsidy is removed, because not everybody will be able to afford powering their generator with diesel or petrol. So a lot of people are going to be converting to solar, an alternative energy source. So I advise that if you have a hand, you are handy when it comes to electrical works, please go and get knowledge on installation of solar panel and inverters, because it's going to blow up in the nearest future. There are many other things out there that you can learn, that you can do your own research based on your personality, based on what you think you like. You can learn and then start to build a niche for yourself in whatever industry you choose to build a niche for yourself. Because it's going to happen. The rideshare apocalypse may happen, because the number of people signing up currently on the ride-sharing space is alarming. Like lately, I'll be driving and I just go to some spots where I used to park as a driver, and I'll see plenty drivers. Like drivers will just yakpa plenty. They talk about the challenge, they talk about how the job done the cast and all those kind of things. It's not like people are not still making it in the ride-sharing space. They are. Like, at least I can say from my own point of view, in a day, if my car didn't give me any problem, I can still go home with at least between 15 to 20k, depending on how I stretch myself. Yes, people are still moving around with it, but it's getting more competitive. And with the subsidy removal plan, it's going to furthermore affect the ride-sharing industry. So I'm appealing to you guys out there that drive, please be smart, be wise, educate yourself. Keep educating yourself. Put yourself open for opportunities. Put yourself open for opportunities. Advance your education. If you stopped at HND, you can advance to what's it called? If you stopped at OND, you can advance to HND. If you stopped at SSC, you can advance to getting OND. If you stop at BSc, you can advance to getting MSc. You never know where opportunity can come. What I'm just trying to say is that do not limit yourself to just driving. Try to expand yourself in terms of educating yourself, in terms of developing yourself, in terms of improving yourself educationally, spiritually, mentally, psychologically, and every other aspect of life. Keep yourself open for opportunities, so that if anything happens to the ride-sharing space, if it eventually collapses due to probably overpopulation or it becoming so expensive to people to afford, that people are going for alternatives, so that at least you have another option to fall back to. So man, that's just my updates in terms of the profitability of ride sharing in the coming future. So guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. If you've not subscribed to the channel, this is the Driverpreneur. I've been driving in the city of Lagos for some time now, and in my channel I share my experience as a driver. I try to educate other drivers that drive around the city of Lagos or wherever you drive, trying to share my own point of view and my own perspective about life as a driver, trying to share my own experience in trying to improve myself and prepare myself for better opportunities. So if you're new here, you can please hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notification icon, and please grow with me. Yes, I'm growing. It's not easy. I have family to feed, and I still do this ride sharing thing, and I have a YouTube channel. The equipment are not there yet, but I believe in the nearest future things are going to get better. So support the channel by subscribing. Also, you can support by signing up for membership. I want to see membership so that I can be encouraged to do more video in terms of membership videos. So guys, it's the Driverpreneur, and I'm signing out. Peace and stay safe.